Hello, everyone. Welcome to one more vocabulary class. Today, we're going to talk about experience. If you are watching the recording of this video, please speed up it a little bit so you can catch up with the content, okay? Today, as I told you, we're going to talk about experience. I'm really sorry I'm a little bit late today, but here I am. If you are not inside the Telegram group yet, please join the group because I will send the slides of this class there. Okay? Well done. The class today is useful not only for your professional life, but also for your personal life when you make friends and you want to talk about things that you have already done in your life. Okay? If I ask you, for example, have you ever watched another class of Teacher Milene here on this channel? What do you say? Yes or no? You are going to say, yes, teacher, I've already watched. Or no, I haven't watched other classes yet. Okay? So this is one example of a sentence that you can use in the present perfect and talks about your experience. As you already know, this is a class. Be ready to take notes. Turn off all your notifications, okay? It's important for you to concentrate. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet. That will help me to continue to give these free classes to you, okay? Well done. So when we talk about experiences, we can think about professional experience or your personal experience. And this is something that the examiners, they love to ask you in English exams like the IELTS and the Duolingo English test, okay? But you can also use this in informal conversations when you make a friend or when you are talking to anyone about things that you have already done in your life. Take a look at the examples in this slide. When you talk about your professional experience, imagine you are at a job interview and someone, the interviewer, asks you, have you ever worked with a big team? Then you're going to say, yes, I've already managed a team of 10 people. Have you ever worked with a big team? The other answer can be, no, I've never worked with a big team. Most of my experience is at small companies. Okay. And there is another way for you to answer this question in the negative. For example, has she ever worked with a big team? No, not yet, but she intends to get experience with that soon. Take a look at what happens here. Here you have you ever, this is the structure, have you ever worked, this first have is the auxiliary verb. Worked is the main verb and it is in the past participle. Teacher, what is the past participle? When we study the verbs in English, usually you have a list of verbs, right? For example, the verb work in the infinitive form, the base form, Worked in the past simple. Worked in the past participle. Verb in the past participle. This is what we want here in this structure. Okay? Yes, I've already managed. Again, have managed. Take a look at the word already. It goes between the auxiliary verb and the main verb. Ai, teacher, how can I translate this? So, em português, é assim: você já trabalhou, o já na pergunta você coloca ever. Ok? Eu já gerenciei um time. O já na resposta você vai usar um already. Ok? Have you ever worked with a big team? No, I've never. So never goes between, again, the auxiliary verb and the main verb. Okay? Has she ever worked with a big team? In this case, I have she. Because I have she, I have to use has. Remember, he, she, it. I use has. No, not yet, but she intends to get experience with that soon. Not yet é o ainda não. When I say not yet, it means I hope to do that in the future. Okay? We're going to practice this now, but we're going to practice making the question. Imagine you are talking to a person. Okay? In this case, I decided to put here some examples in the business English environment. Okay? I have the verb hold. We need to complete here with the verbs that are in parentheses: invite, forget, and do. So the verb hold. Take a look at the pronoun as well. Your boss, you. When I have you, I have to use have. Have you ever, and then the verb, the main verb in the past participle. Hi, teacher. What is the verb hold in the past participle? Held. Have you ever held an international conference? Okay. Teacher, what does it mean to hold a conference? It means to organize. Okay. Here, look, so this is the position. Have you ever? And then use the verb. But if I have your boss, it can be he or she. What do I have to use here? I'm not going to use have. I'm going to use has. Has your boss ever invite? Is this a regular or an irregular verb? Irregular verb. Tell me in the comments, please. Invite, is this regular or irregular? Irregular. Irregular, no, regular. Teacher. Regular. The verb invite is a regular verb. So I say, has he ever invited you to a walking meeting? No, never. But I know she arranges quick walking meetings sometimes. You know a walking meeting? You have a walk at the park, for example, and then you have the meeting. Okay? It's an alternative way to have meetings. Okay? What about the verb forget? Forget, the past of forget is forgot the past participle. Forgotten. Here, you ever. Do I have to use have or has? This is what you have to think. Have you ever forgotten about an online meeting? Yes, I have already done that 3 times. Okay. So every time you want to ask a question about an experience, you can use this structure. Have you ever? Has she ever? Has he ever? Okay. Have they ever? So you change according to the pronoun, okay? Have you ever forgotten about an online meeting? Yes, I have already done that 3 times. Have you ever dealt with an angry customer? No, never. Have you? Do you work with the public, like at stores? Tell me in the comments, okay? If you do that. So this question is, have you ever, right? Now, I want to see with you some ways that you can use the already, never, and yet. You need to understand how to answer this question. Have you ever? Okay. So, for example, have you ever worked with a big team? If the answer is positive, affirmative, you are going to say yes. I've already worked with a big team, or yes, I've already managed a team of 10 people. Okay? Teacher, so in the question here, have you ever is você já? Yes. And in the affirmative answer, yes, I have already, it means eu já. Yeah, that's it. It's because we don't use already in the questions, okay? Not common, right? No, I've never worked with a big team. Most of my experience is at small companies. If the answer is negative, you have 2 options. You are going to use never or you are going to use yet. So let's do an exercise here. And I will ask you to participate in the chat, okay? Please. You are going to write like this. Tell me, tell me about something you are proud of, okay? You say, I did that in my life and I'm so proud of, okay? You are happy because you did that, right? So I'm gonna say about something about me. I've already recorded an online course on the Duolingo English test. So if you want to study with me, feel free. Okay? So something you are proud of. You say, I'm happy because I did that in my life. I've already recorded an online course on the Duolingo English test. This is something I am proud of. Okay? I've already learned how to speak French. I need to improve a lot, but I can say this is something I'm proud of. Okay. I've already, what else? I've already. Hello, Patty. Good to see you here. I was late today as well. No worries. So we are talking about things we are proud of. Okay. I've already given 15 free classes here on YouTube. A little bit more or less. Don't remember exactly the number. I need to remember. Okay. I am proud of. I've already. How on? That's amazing, your example. I've already recorded. That's it. Okay. Well done. Right? See, this is something you are proud of. Something you have already done. You can use this sentence in your job interview. Okay. Because they like to ask these questions. Tell me about an important project you've worked on, right? I've already worked with Java, for example. I've already managed a team. I've already developed a system, right? Things you are proud of, we use already. Okay? You can use never and yet to talk about things you haven't done, but you would like to do in the future. Okay. So, for example, you are going to say, in my case, teacher Milene, I'm going to say, I've never recorded an online course on the IELTS, but one day I will. Yes, it's on my plans. Okay. So this is how we use the never. Great. Give me your examples in the comments with never. Something you have never done, but you want to do in the future. Okay. My example is I've never recorded a course on the IELTS, but one day I will. Another way to say this, you can use the haven't. Can you see when you use never, you use have in the affirmative, okay? I've never. When we use the yet, you don't say I've yet. No, I haven't. The auxiliary verb needs to go in the negative. Ah, teacher, ok. So, have you ever é o já na pergunta. Você já trabalhou? Ah, eu já trabalhei. Already na resposta, certo? Ah, negative answer. No, I've never. Não, eu nunca trabalhei. Ou ainda não, mas no futuro eu vou. Then we use that. O yet na resposta negativa é o ainda não, ok? So here I haven't recorded a course on the IoT yet, and then I can finish the sentence there, or then I continue. But I hope to do that soon, okay? Tell me something that you haven't done yet in your life. It doesn't need to be professionally speaking only, okay? I'm gonna write my own example in the chat. So I'm gonna write something like this. I haven't traveled to Japan yet. Okay, one day, I hope. One day I will go there. I haven't traveled to Japan yet. Okay? In the professional context, business English, you can think about I haven't finished the report yet, for example, right? I haven't finished this activity yet, right? When we talk about, let's go to the personal side of the experience, okay? We're going to say, have you ever been to China? Yes, I have. This is a short answer, but you can also say, yes, I've already been there twice. Okay. Or yes, I was there last year. Take a look at the difference here. In this first answer, I answered with the present perfect. Here I have present perfect. Yes, I was there last year. This is not present perfect. This is the past simple. I was there last year. Ah, teacher, why do I use the past simple here? Because the word last, when you have the word last, you will always use the past simple. This is what we call a time marker. It shows to me, I need to use the past simple. It's a time marker of the past simple. Okay? That's why I use the verb to be in the past. Ah, teacher, but I have a question that is in the present perfect. Have you ever been to China? And then I answer in the past simple. Is that possible? Yes, it is. You don't need to answer only in the present perfect. Okay? So I want to know from you. For example, have you ever been to France, where I am now? You are going to say what? Yes, I have. I have already been to France. Or you're going to say, no, I haven't. I haven't been there yet, teacher, but next year, one day, I will. Okay. Or you can say, like in the last example, no, I've never been there, but I hope to visit it soon. The objective of this class today is for you to know how to use the words ever, already, never. Okay? And yet, of course, right? Have you ever been to São Paulo? Yes. And then you can say, you can give me more details, right? For example, yes, I have. I went to São Paulo last year. If I use last month, last week, right? You are going to use the past simple. Don't use the present perfect with the word last. Okay? Now let's practice. You are going to ask me the question. Have you ever been to China? And then in the exercises, you need to make questions with the words that we have in parentheses. Ride horse. Have you ever ridden a horse? This is how you make the question. Next one. I'm going to give you 2 minutes to do this one, and then you're going to put your answers to me. Put your answers in the comments, okay? Let's say I'm going to count 2 minutes. Tell me your answers in the comments. 1 minute, 1 minute more. You have to use the verb in the past participle, okay? In this case, the verb be, run, speak, travel, and buy. Okay, let's see the answers. Have you ever ridden a horse? It was already done, right? Number two, have you ever been to California? Have you ever run a marathon? Have you ever spoken to a famous person? Have you ever traveled by ship? Have you ever bought a lottery ticket? What's your answer to these questions? This is what I want to know. And this is going to be also your homework, okay? I'm going to put these questions, not all of them, but I'm going to post these questions on Instagram, and you are going to answer to me there in the comments, okay? So I can say, in my case, I have never ridden a horse from what I remember. I don't think so. Maybe when I was a child. I don't think so. No, I've never ridden a horse. I have already been to California. Yes. I haven't run a marathon yet, but maybe one day, right? If I train and I practice a lot, who knows? I love running. I just need to improve my running. Have you ever spoken to a famous person? What is a famous person, right? This is very subjective. I will say yes, I have already spoken to a famous person. People from my family, actually, right? Okay, have you ever traveled by ship? Ship, not a cruise like a cruzeiro, no. But a big ship, I think yes. Okay. Yes, I have already traveled by ship, I can say that. Have you ever bought a lottery ticket? Yes, I have already bought a lottery ticket. This is really common for us in Brazil, right? Okay, so this is also your homework. Let me give you. I hope you have the objective today, guys, was for you to practice using this. Ever, never, already, and yet. Ever, never, already, and yet. Okay, that was the objective. The homework is make a comment, okay, on Instagram. Tonight I'm gonna post these questions there, okay? The password of this slide, so you can get access to the material inside the Telegram group. Tell me, do you want to help me find a password? Paty, help me there. Which password can I use? Raoni, give me a word, a good word as a password, please. I'm running out of ideas for the passwords of these slides. So let's say marathon. Yeah, this is the password. Okay. I'm gonna put it in the chat. The password will be marathon. Marathon. Peter, what is this password? It's like this. I will send the PDF of this class with the slides inside the Telegram group. If you are not inside the group yet, please click in the link that is in the description here so you can have access to all the materials, right? That's it for today. Next class is on Monday, and I hope you liked the class. If you have any questions, you can always reach me out on Instagram or make comments here in this video as well. Okay. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Okay. I hope you enjoyed the class, everyone, and see you on Monday. Have a good weekend. See you. Bye.